Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 12, Introduction to Educational Research course. My name is Andi Febrianti Rajni and my partner name is Devita Payung. And now we want to present and explain about Chapter 12, Descriptive Statistics. The first I want to explain what is descriptive statistics. Descriptive statistics is one part of statistics that deals with the activities of collecting, structuring, summarizing, and presenting data in the hope that the data is closer, easier to read, and implemented by data user. Descriptive statistics are limited to providing a description of general description of the object under study without the intention of generalizing the sample to the population. Next, data collection and arrangement. Based on the source, statistical data is classified into two types, namely secondary data and primary data. Secondary data is data obtained from other parties, while primary data is data obtained directly from the object of research. Data collection and arrangement can be done using four methods. The first, the census, the second, service, the third, registration, and the last, experiment. First, census. Census is data collection by collection complete data on our population unit. The second, survey. Survey is the collection of data on only a portion of the population unit. Some units of the population are also called samples. The third, registration. Registration is a continuous record. For example, the registration of birth, death, and migration by the government. The fourth, experiment. Experiment is the collection of data by conduction and experiment. There are several methods for statistical measures. Number 1, a measure of frequency. Number 2, a measure of inclination center. Number 3, the size of the spread of variation. Number 4, position size.
The next, statistical measure, frequency measure. The frequency is the sum indicates how often something happening. Use this when you want to indicate how often the response was given. The next, statistical measure, a measure of inclination centering. Average. Average is a value that represents a group of data. The average is obtained from the sum of all data value divided by the number of data. B. The median. The median is the value located in the middle of the sorted data. Presumably, the number of data below the median is the sum as the number of data. And the last, C. Mode. Mode is a value that occurs frequently is a group of data. Next, the size of the spread or variation. Range. Range is a measure of the difference between the maximum value and the minimum value in a data set. Next, position size. Describe how the score fall in relation to one another. Depends on standardized score. Use this when you need to compare score to normalized score. Example, national norm. Next, from table. Presentation in tabular from table. The first table summary or summaries qualitative and quantitative data cross tabulation. A. One-way table. B. Two-way table or more, or two-way table or more cross tab. And C. Frequency distribution table. Yeah, next. Next, presentation in tabular form table. Graphs and diagram. Presentation in the form of graph and data exploration diagrams. Data distribution diagram. A. Bar graph comparison or growth of quantitative and qualitative data in frequency, relative frequency or frequency distribution percent. B. Picard comparison or percentage or proportion. C. Line car growth. D. Map car view and shoe location. E. Gave and left stem diagram. And the last, a scatter diagram illustrates the relation between two quantitative variables. The next example, the descriptive statistic. Ya, pada contoh kali ini kami mengambil tesis dengan judul The Effect of Using Mind Mapping on the Reading Comparison Ability of the 10th grade student at Senior High School 3 Maret Yogyakarta in the academic year of 2014 or 2015. Example-nya bisa kita lihat pada diagram yang sudah ditampilkan pada layar.
Okay, thanks for today and presentation, and see you guys.